Chip, I got one more question.
Yes, sir.
When you walk the streets, do you walk with bodyguards in front of the kids?
No, sir.
Champ, do you walk with bodyguards in the community around the kids?
No, sir. No, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't need no bodyguards when you're protected by God.
Indeed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Langford Cunningham. And boy, the text line is going crazy. People just love him. What a great message.
Love a straight talker.
St. Louis man says he had to lose his sight in order to find his vision.
See, today we forgot about the message. We have to get back to a message.
And it's the commercialization and exploitation of our culture that continues this vicious cycle of death, darkness, and destruction.
Got a lot of the females rapping today, okay? They twerking, they're doing prostitution on records, leading little girls into the strip clubs. That leads into human trafficking. They don't promote Taylor Swift like that. Right. But our black women gotta get prostituted in the industry.
Oh, the burgers. Boy, the baby mamas, man, they feed their kid nuggets, french fries. You telling me they are putting poison in their mouth?
I'm telling you, it's a weapon of mass destruction.
Elon Musk made a comment that hands up, don't shoot, was a hoax. How you feel about that, Mike Brown Sr.?
Those words would have never been said if that would have never happened to Mike Brown Jr. So what you saying? What happened to Mike Brown Jr. was fake? Hey, people be playing with the wrong folks, man.
They left the responsibility onto you to search for your daughter. You didn't get no assistance from the police department. You didn't get no assistance from the political officials.
No, I did not.
Let's elaborate more on this service station.
A human trafficking ring that was going on at that mobile. They arrested the guy, and as soon as he got out, the station was back open once again.
It's the Blind City Podcast takeover, you know?
You know who the most dangerous man in the world is?
Who?
A blind man with vision. Thank you. Reba Dirty.
Let's be clear. Let's talk about what it really is.
What is it really? Because you're finna pass out this red Kool-Aid juice.
See, now I don't have to worry about some strings that I have attached to as much as I love my job.
Love your job? You ain't doing a damn job.
All they did was radicalize me, and so now they be afraid.
You married a security guard and turned him into a bodyguard. What are you talking about? Boy, you spreading the red juice to the people. Jim Jones. This is what's wrong with our community, people.
See, now they about to see this other Corey, this other side, cause let me say this. I just grew up a whole lot more over the last few weeks. Just grew up a whole different way. And so what they are about to get.
What they about to get? Cause you passing out the Kool-Aid juice.
So the thing is this.
What is it?
The thing is this. I don't think that anything, there is nothing that happens in my life that happens in vain.
You preaching now? You married a security guard, turned him into your bodyguard. You took taxpayer funding. Why you lying to them girls?
That I need to do, and let me say this.
You been saying what you saying. You passing out the red juice like Jim Jones, the Kool-Aid to the people.
Hey, Pat.
What?
I'm coming to tear your kingdom down.
Stop it, Maestro. Stop it. You don't have the power to take them down. You gonna stop the Jews. Michael Jackson couldn't stop the Jews. They made him, he said a word on his record about the Jews. They told his ass to take it out. How you gonna stop him? You ain't got enough money like Michael Jackson. You married a goddamn security guard. Michael Jackson had a monkey. Damn. They can't even find the killers of Darren Seal. They can't find the killers who hung the 4 actors in church. So how you gonna take the Jews down when they run America? How you gonna do it? You don't have the funding to do it. You got investigated by the feds. Stop it. Maestro, play it. Black rodeo clown playing in the bullshit. This who you elect in office, rodeo clowns playing in the in our community, misleading the people like this clown. We'll be right back after these messages. BlindCityPodcast.com. BlindCityPodcast.com. Boy, I'm excited right now. You know, I have to go in. Congratulations to Wesley Bell with class and dignity when he took his acceptance speech. No excuses. Action speaks louder than words. A lot of you fools disrespected the man, questioning his love life. Stupid. We need resources and fundings in our community. We got St. Louis Public Schools number 49th in education. Kids got to ride in cabs now to get to school. They don't have enough money for the bus drivers because they keep stealing from our community. And some of you black coons want to disrespect the man on black radio. And then it ain't no black radio because the radio station you own is controlled by Republicans. iHeart Radio, Patriot Radio 104.9 comes on Monday through Friday talking about you ninjas. And they give you a show one day out the week. You some suckers, man. But right now, I just brought the knockout artist into the ring with me. Because I'm throwing punches, but this man threw punches for real.
Ding, ding, ding.
Became
ding, ding,
champion.
ding,
Champion
ding.
beat the odds.
Yes, sir.
Devan Alexander, welcome to the city.
Man, thank you for having me, my man. Happy to be on the show.
I appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
Now, what your shirt says, brother?
My shirt says Devan Alexander Boxing Invitational Classic. And on the backside, it says, fight in the ring, not in the neighborhood. And that is a slogan that I created, where me and James Clark with the Urban League created. We've been doing shows together, partner up, trying to give these kids something positive to do instead of gangbanging. We trying to push positivity. There are kids out here that is doing something positive. So we got with Harris Stowe State University, and we got with the president over there and said, hey, I want to bring a big amateur invitational classic here. She said, absolutely. And we have did 2 shows so far. Each one of them been a sellout. Our next show is coming up. So this is why I wore the show, so we can talk about it a little bit and make sure that people know that there are people out there that's trying to change the narrative for our kids, because our kids are crying out for help.
You got that right.
They need the help.
What the T-shirt said again, then? What it say?
Devan Alexander on the front. It says Devan Alexander Boxing Invitational Classic, and on the
what's the slogan?
And the slogan is "Fight in the ring, not in the neighborhood."
I like that. I like that.
Indeed.
You beat some odds yourself though. Let's get into it real briefly. Through your fighting career, man, you reached the top where so many boxers have risen. But during your travels to the top in your journey, you got addicted to painkillers?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Can you
indeed.
expound on that?
Absolutely. So one fight, one of the biggest fights in my career actually, was against Marcos Medina.
Yeah, I remember him.
And how all this came about were I was getting ready for him, the killer. I was sparring, and I got elbowed in my nose by my sparring partner. I got elbowed, bam. I said, man, that hurt it. But we kept on with the sparring, whatever, yada, yada. So the days went on, my nose was stopped up. It just kept getting stopped up. I said, oh, snap, I hope nothing ain't wrong. The biggest fight of my career, and I hope nothing is wrong with my nose. So 3 weeks down the line, I found myself using a nose spray to clear up my nasal passage.
Yeah, so you can breathe.
So I can breathe. And it'll work 12 hours, and then after you go to bed, you wake up, nose still stopped up. So I had to go with it. So I got through the fight. I beat him pretty handily, pretty easy. And after the fight, it still bothered me. So I told my coach, I said, look, something wrong with my nose. I don't know what it is, but I need you to go look at it. So I set me up an appointment to see the ENT doctor, the ear, nose, and throat doctor. And went in there, and he said, yep, it's broke. That nose is broke. Lo and behold, set me up for surgery fix my nose, yada, yada. So when he got in there, it wasn't broke at all. It was a blood clot that was in my nose. It was a blood clot that he couldn't see on the x-ray, I guess. The day before the surgery, he said, look, Devan, I'm going to send you the script. I need you to go pick up your script and make sure you got it home with you before you get home. So I did it. I did as he told me. Went to go get my script, whatever. And surgery went well. Got back home. And after a week, right? And I found myself just taking them just because it was just there. So a month down the line, I was just seeing myself going down this road. I said, Devan, what are you doing? I'm talking in third person, Devan, what the hell are you doing? And this is a month down the line. So 2 months down the line, I ran out of meds. I called my doctor. I said, Doc, my nose is still hurting. Can you call me in the script? No problem, champ. I'm sending them right now. 4 months down the line. Hey, Doc, nose still hurting. I got you. Got you, champ. Send it in right now. And he just kept sending it.
Like it was candy.
And sending it. So I found myself in this whirlwind. And I said, man, Devan, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got a career, you got a family, you got your wife, you got kids, you making money.
Well, how was it making you feel when you kept taking it though? Were you feeling a high or did it make you sluggish? What was going on?
The thing it is and now that because I was always a person that judged people that take drugs. I was like, man, why would somebody want to take anything that will alter your personality or make you feel zombied or anything? Right. So I was one of those persons. So one night, me and my wife was just chilling in the bed, eating breakfast and not eating dinner, I'm sorry. And my wife told me I passed out. I said, huh? What are you talking about? I woke up, ambulance was there. I'm like, what? Why you got all these people in the house, baby? She said, baby, you passed. After I passed out, I said, baby, we gotta get help. She said, okay, I got you. She already had the place booked and everything. That's how good of a woman she is. But she already had the book place, so I went. I found myself, and I was just asking myself, because I was in a room full of people that are addicted, been addicted for 30 years. Thank God I was only addicted for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 at the most. And I thank God that he stopped me right then and there. I thank God that he saw fit to not take me down a journey of 10, 20 years, because these people in the room, they was pretty messed up.
Hey man, that's we're gonna go to this break. But yeah, that is powerful. That's what happened to me when I lost my sight. I was in denial about it. I cursed a lot of people out. I was very angry until one of the social workers picked me up. She said, I want to take you somewhere. And she took me to a meeting with other blind people. I'm thinking I'm going there to listen on how to live with being blind, because I had sight all my life. And then she started talking to the blind people. Here's Mr. Cunningham. Ask him some questions. And one like, Mr. Cunningham, how does Whitney Houston look? Oh, Mr. Cunningham, what color is LeBron James? Mr. Cunningham, what color is the Oakland Raiders helmet? And I'm just talking. Oh, it's silver and black. LeBron, he's about 6'9", 200 pounds. Whitney, beautiful, real slim. And I'm naming, Mr. Cunningham, what color is the sun? The rose is red. And then she said, that's it. Y'all may leave. And they left. And I'm sitting there like, what just happened? And she said, Mr. Cunningham, how you feel? I said, what you mean? She said, why did they leave? I was telling them, right. You're talking to people who was born that never had sight. You at least had sight for 54 years. And I stopped right there, brother. And I said, I will not complain again. And I told God, thank you. We'll be right back after these messages. BlindCityPodcast.com. BlindCityPodcast.com. I got the champion inside the city. We done roll out the red carpet and brought the midgets out with the trumpets.
Yes, sir.
We got the champion in the city. And what he's doing now, he done overcame drug addiction, prescription addiction. He done won champion. How many championships did you win?
3-time world champion. 3-time in
Name
2
the classes.
divisions.
Name them.
Yeah, I became junior welterweight champion. My first belt was the WBC world title, and then I won another belt at junior welterweight, which was the IBF title. Then I moved up in weight at 147. I took the title from a guy that was vicious with the power, but I took it away from him, and that made me 3-time world champion, 2 divisions.
And with you being in the life of a celebrity, coming out the city and being around other celebrities, and we see what Puff Daddy's going through right now. Mm-hmm. No Diddy. But in other celebrities, we see what's going on. How did you keep your composure with all this fame? And you're a married man. Yes, you're going through the groupies, and people always want to take pictures with you when you was at the height of your career. How did you keep your insanity?
So, good question. God. First off, I'm nothing without God. And second, I come from humble beginnings. I was born with nothing. I was -0 when I started. And to make it to the top of the pinnacle of the boxing game, from a poor kid from St. Louis, 13 brothers and sisters, 8 sisters, 5 brothers, and 2-bedroom household, sharing a room with everybody. When you grow up in a space like that, you appreciate everything God has given you thus far. And it was no different when I became world champion and I started making money. With my platform, I am starting my non-for-profit, the Devan Alexander Foundation. And I want it to be a foundation that saves kids' lives. And I know it's cliche to say, but I genuinely want this foundation to be an outlet for a lot of kids that don't see a way out. I want them to know that I started as a poor kid. I started worse than 90% of the kids that's go to school now. And if I can do it, I want them to see me in the flesh. If I can do it, they can do it for sure, because I had nothing. I started from nothing. Went to the boxing gym one day, never left, stayed too long, and I became world champion.
And you turned that nothing into something.
Yes, sir. And it was the best. It was number God, but it was hard work, dedication, because I lost a lot of my friends, my friends that I grew up with, to gang violence. And I'm the only one that's standing tall, sitting here with you today, and bear witness that hard work, consistency, and resilience, you can do whatever you want to do.
It pays off, brother.
Indeed. And I just want these kids to understand that you can do whatever you want to do. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to be there with you. I want to be in the trenches with the kids that need that help.
Let's clear this up. The raggedy city. It's not raggedy because of the people.
Yeah.
We have great people in St. Louis.
Indeed.
It's the fools that they put their trust in office that turns their back onto the city. Where it gets that description. It's not the people. It's the people who they vote for that we think gonna make a change, and they don't make a change. And Wesley Bell is gonna make a change. Wesley Bell is a big supporter of your movement, correct?
Indeed.
That's where I met you, right?
Yes, sir.
That's where we met.
Good dude.
Like minds come together.
We both lefties, too.
Right.
He's a lefty, left-handed. Ever since I've known Wesley, he supported me. He loved what I'm doing. Because he's about bringing this gun violence down. He's seen it. He's tired of it. So for when I said, look, I'm trying to do an anti-violence foundation movement, he's like, oh, you got my support 1,000%. So I appreciate him for that.
And that's what I'm talking about, brother. We got to support the people that support us in the community. I'm tired of these people taking these seats and they turn their back on the people, man. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like that, man. These are clowns in our community. Maestro, please. Black rodeo clowns playing in the shit, champ. Black rodeo clowns playing in the shit, champ. Stop it, Maestro. That's what I'm doing, champ.
Yeah.
I'm getting rid of the rodeo clowns in our community because we're past clowns.
Yeah.
You know, eventually you just say clown. Now we say rodeo clowns.
Yeah,
we're done with that, champ.
Yeah.
We are going to support people, put them in the seats. That's going to make a difference in these children's lives, a difference in St. Louis. It's going to be a new day in St. Louis. Action speaks louder than words. I don't want to hear all that talking. Half of you talking. Some of these black leaders, man, I lost a lot of respect for. They ain't got no damn money, but they running their mouth. Let me tell you this. Shut up or put your money up. Shut up or put your money up. Wesley Bell had the money behind him. I don't want to hear the excuses. Oh, he got the Jews behind him. Oh, he cheated. Oh, no, he ain't cheated. They didn't believe in your ass no more, Miss Bush. That's what happened. You talked against the president. You're a Democrat. You went against what he said. You didn't get nothing passed in St. Louis. No red flags for the mass shooting. And then you turn around and married a security guard. Who does that, champ? Married a security. Whitney Houston did a movie talking about her bodyguard.
Yeah.
She married a security guard and turned him into a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And then walked through the hood with him. Who's going to attack you in the hood, Miss Bush? Now, if you walk through West County, they might be head. That's the Republican regime. But the poor people ain't going to touch you. You're supposed to be in their hope of inspiration. Like when you walk through the hood, champ, them kids love you.
Indeed.
When we was at the place, well, let's take a picture with Devan.
Indeed.
That's when you gain trust of the people.
Absolutely.
But when the people call you and say, hey, Cunningham, she's walking around here with bodyguards at the party. We can't believe it. The people are turning on you.
I want to be amongst the people.
There you go.
Put me amongst the people. I want to be amongst the people.
So, champ, I'm glad you came up to the city, man. Any last words you want to give to the people, man? Anything you got coming up or what you're doing in the community? What's your next move?
Yes, sir. I got a lot going on. And I want you to be a part of it. I got a lot going on. I got my next show that I'm about to do. It's gonna be the third installment of the Devan Alexander Boxing Invitational Classic, and also be looking out for events that I'm about to do under the foundation. And I want to work with anybody who got the heart to make our city better. Anybody who got the drive and the vision to see our kids doing positive things and not on the murder list. I want to get St. Louis off the murder list. And if I can help it in any way, that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, there you go. Any social media information you give to the people where they can find you?
Yeah, you can always hit me up on Instagram. That is at DAlexander1. And then on Facebook is Devan Alexander. And then Twitter is The Real Devan A on Twitter. So you guys can hit me up. I'm always responding to my fans, because without the fans, I'm nothing anyway. If they don't push me, what is Devan Alexander? If they not watching me, what is Devan Alexander? So I appreciate you guys. So I'm always responding. So hit me up. And for his donations too, if you want to donate to the foundation, you guys can inbox me. And I'll let you know how you guys can do that as well.
There you go, champ, man. Thanks for pulling up to the city. Champ, I got one more question.
Yes, sir.
When you walk the streets, do you walk with bodyguards in front of the kids?
No, sir.
Champ, do you walk with bodyguards in the community around the kids?
No, sir. No, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't need no bodyguards when you're protected by God.
Indeed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Indeed.
We'll be right back after these messages. BlindCityPodcast.com. BlindCityPodcast.com, man. The champ is in the city. Devan Alexander. Please support everything that he does. He's a product from our environment. He didn't made it out the slums, man. He turns nothing into something. And that's what these kids can do. He is living proof that success exists in these broken communities that we're trying to fix. So let me say this. We have a lot going on in the city. with the Ferguson, and I want to send my prayers out to the policemen that got brutally attacked over the Mike Brown event over the weekend. My prayers are with the family, with the Ferguson Police Department. Let me say this on this, man. I don't know what y'all protesting for. You know, it seems like it's easy to point the finger at us and attack us, but it wasn't us why they set the city on fire in Ferguson. It wasn't Wesley Bell. They didn't burn down the city of Ferguson because of Wesley Bell. It was because of Prosecutor Bob McCullum that made the verdict and the uprising began. So you can't blame Wesley Bell. You can't make him the villain of that situation. If he tried to help you and he couldn't, he just couldn't. We got to stop looking at black politicians like they're Jesus. They're human. They only can do so much. He has people that he has to answer to. And also, let's talk about Mike Brown Jr.'s best friend who changed his story during the trial. Where he at? It's a lot more to be pointing your fingers at than at Wesley Bell. Wesley Bell was the inspiration of hope that just came in to try to make change after the devil had office. That's what you got to understand. And let me say this to the urban lead. You just got a $25 million building from Centene. You just bought another property in Ferguson you're putting up that's $20 million. Mike Brown Sr., you know I love you, brother. You've been on my show several times, and I got love for your whole family, man. And I look forward to talking with you soon, brother. But let me say this, brother. All these buildings are going up in Ferguson from white corporations investing in black institutions. None of them have put your son's name on none of these buildings in Ferguson. Now, protesters, if you really want to protest, that's what you need to be protesting about. Because Ferguson, when people hear Ferguson, they also hear the name of Mike Brown Jr. Same thing with Mike Brown Jr., you think of Ferguson. Nobody knew where Ferguson was until Mike Brown Jr. had that last day of his life taken away from him. So if you really want to protest, ask why the YMCA ain't put his name on their building. Michael Brown Jr. Arts Youth Center, Michael Brown Jr. Mentoring Center, Michael Brown Jr. Tutoring Center. You get it? That's how you empower a community from tragedy. Michael Brown Sr., they spitting in your face, bro. It's not one building in Ferguson named after your son. That's where the protest should be, people. Thank you for tuning in. My name is LC. I had to lose my sight to find my vision, because some of you fools got sight and don't have no damn vision. Good night.
What's up, blindcitypodcast.com. It's your girl, Michaela McGee. When I'm just chilling, hanging out, I love to listen to blindcitypodcast.com. They bring all of the real. We talk about community, real issues going on affecting real people. Make sure that you guys are listening to blindcitypodcast.com.
If you found this content helpful, please share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Blind City, the podcast.